Hey there, in today's episode, let's make some muffins, and we're making some carrot muffins to be specific. With me here, I have my list of ingredients, and from this corner, I have my self-freezing flour. Always, if you do not have the self-freezing flour, add some baking powder to your all-purpose flour, and you'll be good to go. I have 1 tablespoon of some margarine. I have my 2 eggs. I have some cooking oil, some buttermilk. If at all you do not have the buttermilk, you can use the same amount of milk and add in some vinegar. I have my shredded carrots. I have my vanilla essence, but you can also use any other flavor that you prefer. I have some sugar, some cinnamon, some salt, and some baking powder, and the exact quantities will be listed in the description box, so you can check that out. And without further ado, let's get started. So this is a very easy recipe, and I'll start by mixing all my dry ingredients. And for muffins, you start by mixing in your wet ingredients, then going with your dry ingredients at once. So that's exactly what I'm going to be doing. And I've mixed my ingredients. I'm also going to add in my carrots. Then I'm going to mix this well so that they can also be evenly distributed and so that they do not sink at the bottom once we start baking them. So I'll ensure that all the pieces of carrots are well coated with flour, and you can already smell the aroma from the cinnamon. Don't skip out on that, and that's okay. So I'll set that aside, and that's it for our dry ingredients. Then I'll start working on my wet ingredients, and I'll go in with my 1 tablespoon of some margarine. You can also use butter depending on whatever you have. Then I'm going to add in 2 tablespoons of cooking oil, and make sure that you're using clean hands for such instances, because ukiacha the oil over here, this is such a small quantity, but it's very significant, especially because our quantities are not large, so they are going to be very significant. Then I'm going to blend this in together. So this is almost perfect, and I'll go in with my other wet ingredients. I'll start with the sugar. I'll also add in my buttermilk. And I've already mentioned, if at all you do not have the buttermilk, you can use the same amount of milk, then add some vinegar. Then I'm also going to go in with my eggs, and I'll do that one at a time. I'll go in with the second one. Then I'm also going to add in half a tablespoon of some vanilla. Then I'm going to mix this till everything is well combined. So that is okay, and I'll go in with my flour and my other dry ingredients, and I'm going to mix this till everything is well combined. And that is okay. Then, since we are preparing some muffins, you will need some muffin tins, or you can also use the silicone one, or you can also use the one that is kimoja hivo, but this is what I have at the moment, so I'm going to do that. Then I'm going to take my peppers, and insert them there, and make sure you put one pepper in each. I'm going to add in my butter, roughly about a spoon in each. So I've decided to make 6 large ones instead of 7 small ones, and I'm going to bake this in an oven that has been preheating at 170 degrees for about 20 minutes. As you've seen, it was that easy, and we have our muffins right here, and you can see the even distribution of the carrots. This looks amazing. Let's give this a taste. This is so good. This is just perfect. You can have this with your favorite beverage, or you can also have it as a snack. And that's pretty much it for today's episode. I hope you enjoyed. I also hope you learned something new. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe if you haven't. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.